we will start with Shanti Mantram, followed by Guru Stotram. Then Pujya Swami Sharadanji will be here for taking session. And after the session, if you have any doubts, any questions or anything, you can ask in the chat box. So we will start with prayer. 3 times Omkaram. Oh. Oh. Sahana vavatu, sahanau bhunaktu, saha viryam karavavahai, tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Samastajana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkrpatamaham Vande Paramanandamadhavam Paramanandamadhavam. We will chant Guru Stotram. Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurureva Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Stavaram Jangamam Vyaptam Yatkinjit Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Chinmayam Vyapiyat Sarvam Trailokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sarvashruti Shiroratna Virajita Padambujaha Vedandambuja Suryoyaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Chaitanya Shashvata Shanto Vyomatito Niranjanaha Bindunadha Kalatitaha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jnana Shakti Samarudaha Tattvamala Vibhushitaha Bhukti Mukti Pradatasha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Aneka Janma Samprapta Karma Bandha Vidahine Atmajnana Pradhanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shoshanam Bhava Sindoscha Jnapanam Sara Sambadaha Guror Padodagam Samyak Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Naguroradhikam Tattvam Naguroradhikam Tapaha Tattvajnanat Param Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. मन्नाथ श्री जगन्नाथः मद्गुरु श्री जगद्गुरुः मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुरादिरनादिश्च गुरुर्परमदैवतं गुरोर्परतरं नास्ति तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माताश्च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव त्वमेव सर्वं गुरुदेव देव। हरि ओम। स्वामी शारदानंदस्य invite Swamiji. Hरि ओम Swamiji.
Om, Hri Om. Suprabhadam to everyone. Hope all is well. You are all safe. Our sincere prayers to Bhagavan for the protection of each one of us. Before start, let us pray for a minute for the welfare of this entire all beings, this entire universe. May Bhagavan's grace and blessings be with each and every person who is suffering from the pandemic. And let us pray for the protection. Please sit straight. We'll start with the prayer and then we'll go for a small meditation. Om Trimbakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvairukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritaat. Om Trimbakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvairukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritaat. Om Trimbakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvairukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamamritaat. Mrityunjayaya Rudraya Nilakandhaya Shambhave Amriteshaya Charuvaya Mahadevaya Te Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaramurtaye Amritakalashahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashaya Sarvalokanadhaya Shri Mahavishnave Swaha. Apadam Apahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namam. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino. Hri Om. Please sit straight. See that your spine is erect. Please interlock your fingers and keep on your lap. Slowly close your eyes. Feel that your entire body is relaxed. Take your mind to each and every part of your body. Toes, your feet, knees and thighs. Feel that each and every part is completely relaxed. Your backside is relaxed. Stomach is relaxed. Chest and shoulders are relaxed. Hands are relaxed. Fingers are relaxed. Our neck is relaxed. Slowly concentrate on your mind or the face. Feel that the face is relaxed. Our head is relaxed. Our entire body is completely relaxed. Slowly bring your attention to breathing. Do not try to control your breath. Just be aware of your breathing. Be aware of your inhalation and exhalation. Feel that with each inhalation, all positive qualities, peace, love, all the Devika Sampati is entering into us. And when we breathe out, all negativities or anger, frustration, everything is leaving us. With each and every breath, we are more and more relaxed. Feel the total relaxation. We are sitting straight, fingers are interlocked. Body is relaxed. Mind is fully concentrated on our breathing. Slowly visualize a very beautiful red lotus in your heart center. In the center of the lotus, see a beautiful light. Visualize a very beautiful blue light in the center of your heart center, Hridaya Kamala. Feel this peaceful light of consciousness is spreading to each and every part of our body and to the room which we sit and to this entire universe. But all things, all the names and forms around us fade away. Just feel this divine blue light and feel the center of this light as our own heart. Take a deep breath. Very slowly exhale. Go back to normal breathing. Once again, take a deep, deep, deep breath. Feel that our stomach, chest and neck is filled with the prana. And exhale very, 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 very slowly. Once again, take a deep, deep, deep breath. Slowly exhale. Go back to normal breathing. You're completely relaxed. Mind is relaxed. Body is relaxed. Mind is totally focused on the breathing. We visualize the beautiful blue light which is filling this entire universe. Now we will take a deep breath. And when we breathe out, we will chant the Pranava Omkara. Please take a deep breath. Once again, take a deep breath. Inhale. Let us fully concentrate on the silence which is created after the chanting of Omkara. Feel the inner peace, feel the inner light. Slowly be aware of our breathing. See the blue light is concentrated out on our heart. Slowly move, shake your feet and your body a little bit. Rub your palms together. Feel the energy created between your palms. Keep on your eyelids. Feel the warmth. Slowly bless yourself. Touch your head with your both palms. Your shoulders, your hands, your chest, your stomach, your legs. Bless yourself. With folded hands. Very slowly open your eyelids. They say an ounce of practice is better than tons of advice or preaching. So we started this journey on sadhana, personal sadhana, for a few months. Last month, we discussed about puja. Why we started all this? Because Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi himself advises us. What is his advice? how to progress in our spiritual field. Said, Kaya Vagmana Karyamuttamam Pujanam Japa Chindanam Kramad. To progress in this spiritual life, it is not enough to learn, to study lots of shastras and books, and we listen to this philosophy, we listen to that philosophy. Very good. That is a good exercise for our intellect. Very good. We should do that. Shravana is very, very important. But that is not enough. We have to practice. So, what we should do? So, Bhagavan Ramana himself is telling us 3 things he pointed out. Paha Chindanam. So, in Pujanam, all the 3 karanas, our 3 equipments, what are they? Kaya, Vang, Manah. Our body, our speech, and our mind are involved. So, to do puja, we should have hands, our body should be there. There are many activities we have to prepare for the puja. We have to sit and then we have to offer. We have to. So, Sharira is involved. And then we chant mantras when we do puja. So, mantra. So, we need our walk, the support of our walk. And also, we need mind. Most important. Shivo bhutva shivam yajed. Puja becomes really enjoyable. Puja becomes a great spiritual experience when we are totally involved with it. We really feel the presence of Bhagavan, and each and every, small things what we do. Yesterday, last class we studied 5 things mainly. What are they? Jala, Gandha, Pushpa, Dhupa, Deepa, and Naivedya and Deeparatna. So when we do this with this understanding that we are offering this entire prapancha back to Bhagavan, our body, our mind, our thoughts, everything to him. Even our ahankara is offered. That creates a beautiful experience. When we do that every day with Shraddha, puja can take us, to great heights of spiritual experiences. So that is one. Pujanam. Now, so we explained all those aspects, some aspects at least last class. So if you have any doubts, etc., you can ask at the end of this session. So puja we covered last time. This time we are going to think about the next aspect, which is japa. Okay. Okay. So next is japa. What is japam? So today this class is we are going to focus on the second step of our spiritual sadhana, which is known as japa. Swamiji, we are all doing japa, very good. But let us know a little, in deep about the different aspects of japa. Okay. So 3 things: puja, japa, and dhyana. So japa is the next thing. There is a timer. Ask them. There's a timer which we keep for the puja. No, not this. Ask them. So next is puja, japa. Sorry for the heat. Now, what is, we know everywhere, in Bhagavan, in Gita, he says, Yajnanam japa yajnaha asmi. I am japa yajna among all the yajnas. There are different kinds of yajna, means a means for realization. So yajna in its simplest form is a means, a way, a path for the supreme realization. So there is, we'll study in Gita. When you study Gita, you will see that drivya yajna, dana yajna, so many types of yajnas are explained. But then Bhagavan says, among all kinds of yajna, aham japa yajna asmi. I am japa yajna. Why? Says, Why Japayajna is greater than any other yajna? Japayajna is the best sadhana possible because, says first, Saralatvat. Japayajna is the best way because Saralatvat. Japayajna is very sarala, very easy. No, we don't have to go for a special camp or even for a doctorate. No, you have to get a doctorate, not to do nothing. Sarala. Anybody can. It's very sarala. You take a mantra, you do japa. Sarala. Very easy. So, saralatvat japayajna asmi. Bhagavan is japayajna. Among all the yajnas, this japayajna is sarala. Second, sarva sadharanatvat. This japayajna is common. Whether it is ancient time, whether it is modern time, whether it is in East or West, whether it is Christianity, whether it is Islam, whether it is Buddhism, whether it is Jainism, whether it is Hinduism, everywhere you can see that the importance of japa. Sarva sadharana. It's a common factor. Any path that japa is considered as a very important sadhana. So, sarva sadharanatvat. Then comes the third, sarva jana adhikaritvat. This is the third reason for the yajna to be the best, because sarva jana adhikari. But for many other sadhanas, there are adhikaras out there. Everybody cannot do Raja Yoga. Everybody cannot do, to Shravana Manana Nididhyasana only. It's not possible for many. Because says, no, we should have Samadhi, Shatka Sambhati, Mumukshutva, Viveka, Vairagya. Then only we can become adhikari for Jnana Sadhana. And like that, all of them, they have so many categories. Pre-requirements are there. Okay. But in Japayajna, such requirements, anybody. In Malayalam, there is a beautiful work known as Jnana for the Harinama Kirtana, written by a great saint known as Ramanujacharya, not the Ramanujacharya of Vishishtadvaita. So this is a very beautiful. Here, there he says, Rutuvaya Penninum, Irappavanum, Dahakanum, Patitanum, Agniyajanam Cheta Bhusuranum, Ida Urunalum Arudatadalla. See, when there are some physical impurities, that time also we can do our Manasaka Japa. No, there is some death or then birth, then this, you should not do puja, you should not do that, you should not go there, etc., etc. But Japa, we can do it in our mind. So, a person who is fallen, a person who is sick, a person who is very good, a person who has not taken bath, a person who has taken bath, a person who has, done yaga, yajna, everybody. Nama japa, everyone is adhikari. That's why they say, sarva jana adhikaritvat. So, a person who is well versed in scriptures, a person who is an ignorant man, no problem. Bhagavat Nama Japa. Everyone can. Okay. So that is that's why it is known as Sarvajana Adhikaritvat. Next, Himsadi Shunyatvat. Why this is very important? Because Himsadi Shunyatvat. In many other yaga, yajna, etc., himsa, kalaha, there will be quarrel, you do this, you don't do that. Sometimes when we go to some places, they're supposed to be very calm, quiet place, but you will see that people are, making so much of noise and commotion. Puja is happening, then people are running here, there, or in olden days, etc. So there used to be, Pashu Bali, etc. in the Himsa, in many Yaga Yajna, etc. But in Nama Yajna, there is no Japa Yajna, there is no Himsa, there is no Kalaha, there is no fight. Everybody can take their own Bhagavan's Nama, Shabda slowly, no pre-requirements are needed, no Kalaha. We don't need anything. So we can just sit and chant. So because of that, himsadi, himsa, kalakadi, shunyatvad, yajnanam japayajna. Then says shodhakatva. This nama japa has a very great power. What is that? Shodhakaha. Shodhakaha means that which purifies. Says japato nasti patakam. Japa has such a power that japa, if we are very dedicated, very regular, and very dedicated with our japa sadhana, very regular with our japa sadhana, with shraddha, if you are doing japa, japa has such a power that japa can remove all the papa, all the the vasanas, papa vasanas which are there in us, slowly. That's why the Saptarshis or Narada gave this nama japa to Valmiki. Ratnakara, who was with so much of sins, so much of papa vasanas were there with him, all those papa vasanas were slowly removed only by japa. So it shows that japa has this power, Rama, Rama. He was not even, because of his papa, he was not able to say Rama. So they said Rama, 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 Rama. So Vipariyam. No, even that made this Ratnakara Hunter, a Papi Purusha, into one of the greatest sage. You see, so that is the power of Nama, power of Japa. So that's why Shodhakatvam, Shodhaka, that which purifies, takes away the impurities and makes our heart pure. Chitta Shuddhi is possible. Chitta Ekagrata is possible by japa. So that is also Shodhakatvat. Then say Parama Lakshya Pradayakatvat. Many times we think japa as an auxiliary sadhana. Many places say, no, oh, you do japa so that you will become fit for meditation. Very good, very right. Because when we do regularly japa, etc., our mind becomes pure, mind becomes concentrated. So we can do the meditation. Very correct. But Acharya says that it is not only an auxiliary sadhana, but it is an independent sadhana. If a person actually takes up sadhana, japa sadhana, with faith, the japa itself can take us to moksha. So this way there's a parama bhala pradayakatva. What is the parama bhala? One is siddhi. Siddhi means, as I was telling, they will help us to purify, and if it's my path is the jnana padha, it will help us. It will help us to have this, he becomes eligible for this. Or second is, because this will help us to gain the parama bhala. What is parama bhala? Moksha itself. So we will we will see in different places Bhagavan Sri Anjaneya, Sri Hanuman, always Rama Nam Rama. He's not a jnani, he's a mahatjnani purusha, but you see Bhagavan's sadhana is japa, always Rama Rama Rama. Wherever there is Rama japa, said Bhagavan's presence will be there. Yatra yatra raghunada kirtanam tatra tatra kritamastakāñcalim bāshpavari paripurnalochanam marutim namata. Rakshasandakam. Rakshasandaka, one who removes all kinds of impurities from our heart and blesses us just by Ramana. You take Bhagavan's Nama, he's there. Right? Because he shows that japa can take us to the Parama Mukti. So this is because of this, japa is a very important sadhana. Why? Because Bhagavan also says in Purana, Vishnu Purana says, Naham vasami vaikunde yoginam hridayeshua yatra madbhakta gayanti tatra tisthami Narada. Oh Narada, do you know where do I stay? Bhagavan is telling to Narada, Naham vasami vaikunde. Vaikunde is not my favorite place. Or yoginam hridayeshua, that different yogis, they are trying to meditate upon me. I go there, but my favorite place is Yatra Madbhaktaha Gayanti, where my devotees sing, where my devotees chant, where my devotees are, losing their outer consciousness by, meditating or doing japa. Tatra tisthami Narada. I shall be there. So this is what, Bhagavan himself says. Upanishads also says. What is that? In this Kali Yuga, Harer Nama, Harer Namaiva Kevalam Kalau. Nasteva Anyadani. No, Hare Rama is the greatest sadhana in Kali. That's why Parikshit was about to kill Kali. Parikshit was, the king, and he was roaming around, and then he found that this Kali is, killing or destroying dharma. Okay, so he went there to kill this Kali, but then he remembered that Kali has a great quality. What is that? Bhagavan Nama Smarana. No, in all other yugas, we have to, do yaga, yajna, meditation, puja, etc., etc., etc. But in Kali Yuga, if a person is really with faith, with, utmost faith and bhakti, if a person is chanting Bhagavan's Nama, that itself will take him to the supreme realization. That's why the power of. So in this yuga, in this Kali Yuga, Bhagavan Nama, Japa is the greatest sadhana. That's why Bhagavan saying, telling here, Yajnanam Japa Yajnosmi. So this is, now comes the question, okay, you are telling about Japa. What Japa we should do? So in Japa itself is a Shastra. What to do? There are many things a sadhaka can do the Japa. One thing is there Ishta Mantra, Mantra Japa. That is the most important thing. Mantra Japa. Whichever is their Ishta, that Ishta Mantra Japa should be performed. That Ishta Mantra is the greatest mantra. That is the greatest Japa. Now, as a sadhaka, when I am taking up Japa as my main sadhana, then always doing Japa, Ishta Mantra may be little difficult. So what we should do? We should chant. So in Japa sadhana, one is Ishta. Second is known as Sahasranama. Okay. So whoever is my Ishta Devata, that Ishta Devata Sahasranama Japa is a great sadhana. Whether it is Vishnu Sahasranam, Lalita Sahasranam, Shiva Sahasranam, Subramanya Sahasranam, every Devatas, our rishis are so compassionate, they have written all the Sahasranamas for all the Devatas. Even Shanishchara Sahasranama, Surya Sahasranama, everything is there. So whoever is our Ishta, that Ishta Sahasranama Japa should become the second. Now, not only Sahasranama, Stotra Japa. Now, on that Devatas, many stotras are written. Now, if it is Vishnu, Shiva, Devi, any Devata, whichever is your, Ishta Devata, there are stotras written. So, every day we should make it a habit that we do this stotram, because stotra connects us. Because those rishis, acharyas, they have written such beautiful stotras, the stotra with meaning. When we started to chant, then it becomes a great experience for all of us. Okay, so mantra japa, ishta mantra, sahasranama, stotra. Now Acharya says that there is a fourth thing, which is known as kavacham. As a serious sadhaka, when we take our, this japa sadhana as our ishta sadhana, then we should take kavacha. This kavacha for all devatas. Devi kavacha is there, and then Shiva kavacha is there, Rama kavacha is there, Krishna kavacha is there, Vishnu kavacha, Narayana kavacha, very beautiful. It is there in Bhagavad. Okay, in Bhagavad, the Shashta Skanda, Narayana kavacha. Such mantras. Kavacha means what? A protection. As a spiritual seeker, this kavacha will protect us to lead our spiritual life. So as a japa sadhana, fourth anga is is Kavacha Sadhana, Kavacha Japa. So, Mantra Japa, Vishnu Sahasranama Japa, Stotra Japa, Kavacha Japa. Okay, fifth is Gayatri. So, they say that we may do any Japa, but first, before starting any Japa, it is always good to do Gayatri Japa, because Gayatri Veda Mata. Some people think that, oh, no, I'm doing this Japa, so why should I do Gayatri? Gayatri is like the base. See, we want to make a beautiful house, but we don't have a strong basement, that it becomes very difficult. So the Gayatri is the base. So Gayatri Japa is also very good. And like that, each Devata has their own Gayatri Japa. Om Narayanaaya Vitmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Tat Purushaya Vitmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Like that, for each and every Devata, there is Gayatri. So that Gayatri also we can chant. Okay, so Gayatri Japa. Then either Mahagayatri. No, Swami, I am afraid to chant Gayatri. Which one? Tat Savitur Varenyam. Because Guru only. See? Okay, actually we can all chant it without nyasa, etc. But if you are afraid, at least that Gayatri of the each and every Devata we can chant. So first we should start with the what? In the process, this is what Acharya says. Okay, so we should always start with Srimad Gayatri. If you are chanting Gayatri, Tat Savidur Varenyam, that Gayatri mantra, if you are chanting, we should start with Gayatri. Okay, after Gayatri, we should do the Kavacha, protection. After protection, then we should chant our Ishta mantra. This is the order. Okay, so Ishta mantra. After Ishta mantra Japa, then we should do the Vishnu Sahasranama. Whichever is your Ishta Devata Sahasranama. And ends with Stuti. So this is how, if a person who is taking this Japa Sadhana as his main sadhana, this is the order by which he should practice. Okay, so this is a very, very important thing. Acharya also says, Bhagavata says, although everybody, see, Desha, Kala, Vishaya, whether we are a man or a woman or any kula, any jati, in Japa, mantra Japa, there is no restriction. Everybody. That's what I was telling, So it is sarvasadharana. It's open to all. But if we really want to get that, highest knowledge or highest anubhuti, etc., through Japa, Bhagavata says that you should slowly develop some aspects in you. What is that? Says, very beautifully says Bhagavata, Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sada harihi. Who is actually a Uttamadhikari to take Bhagavan's Nama? It's the supreme realization through Japa Sadhana, says Trinadapi sunichena. We should consider ourselves as lower than a grass. Trinadapi sunichena means ahankara tyaga. Bhagavan becomes very happy with us only when we understand that we consider ourselves nobody. Dasasya dasoha. So that's why there was many saints. They wanted to be buried under the steps of the temple. Why? So that people will walk on me. Bhaktas will walk on me. That kind of a, what you call, a sunichatvam. Sunichatvam means a kind of, vinaya, kind of modesty, a kind of vinaya is very, very important for sadhaka, especially for a janaka, for a japa sadhaka. That's why Bhagavan's name also, In Vishnu Sahasranama say, Amani, Manado, Manyah, Lokaswami, Trilokadrak. Bhagavan is Trilokadrak because Lokaswami. Why Lokaswami? Because Amani. Bhagavan never takes mana. I am a great person. Bhagavan mana then. And Bhagavan never seek mana from others. But manadaha. He always give mana to others. Now that's why in Sri Ramchandra, qualities of Sri Ramchandra, when they enumerate, they say that Purva Bhashi. When he go to a place, he will not wait others to come and talk to him or anything. He goes and talks to others. Why? Mahanade, Mani, Manado, Manyaha. But he is not seeking mana, but he is a manya, very, very honorable person. So like that, a bhakta also should be like that. Amani, Manado, Manyaha. Says, Trinadapi Sunichena, Tarorapi Sahishnuna. Next aspect of a bhakta or a japasadhaka is Sahishnutvam. In our life, Sukha, Dukkha, Mana, Apamana, everything comes. It's all, according to our prarabdha, all this comes to us. Sometimes, we have not done anything wrong. No, see, Sidaji did not do any wrong thing, or Sri Ramchandra did not, but then they have to go to the forest. Sidaji has to go to the, after, coming back also, he has to again go, because this all happened because of prarabdha. So, understand that this all happening because of prarabdha, and mind becomes calm, and then we concentrate. Tarorapi sahishnuna, sahishnutvam, dvandva sahishnutvam, all this dvandva, that will happen to us, and we should have the capacity to forbear it, a capacity to bear it and bear the insult, bear the injury. That will happen. But a bhakta, a sadhaka, has to take it as also as a sadhana. So when people insult us, life goes not as we planned, understand that. Take that also as a sadhana for us, so that we become strong. That's why in Vedanta also, this is a very, very important sadhana. Shamadhi Shatka Sampati you have studied, Shamadama Tidiksha, Sahanam Sarvadukhanam Apratikara Purvakam Vilaparahitaha, Sa Tidiksha Nigadyate. So things come, we bear it. Right? You don't go on thinking, oh, what happened, what will happen. Let us available for our sadhana now, because we do not know what is going to happen. Next moment, what will happen, we do not know. So let us, this says, Tarorapi Sahishnuna. There. Then Amanina, one who never seeks mana, Manadena, one who gives mana, honor to everyone. Such a person is Kirtaniya Sadahari. Such a person is actually will be the best sadhaka for the japa. Oh, Swamiji, but then it is not possible for us. No problem. slowly, when we do japa, all these qualities will come to us. That is the greatness of, that's why he said, Shodhakatvat. Although we are not now at this state, when we start to practice japa sadhana, slowly, so much of strength comes to us. Why we feel lonely, why we feel dejected, why we feel because the mind is not strong. When we do japa, we understand that Bhagavan, the Sakshal Bhagavan is there in our heart. Bhagavan is with me. Then why? What is there? Why we should worry about others? Bhagavan will take care. Bhagavan says, I will take care of you. Yoga kshemam vahamyaham. I shall take care of you if you surrender to me. So when we surrender, when we really get connected with Bhagavan, then what happens? Our life becomes so ananda. So do not worry about other things. Take care, but don't worry. Dedicate everything to Bhagavan, and he shall, whatever prarabdha, let prarabdha, prarabdham tyuha bhujjata. Whatever prarabdha comes, let it come. But we are firmly rooted in the in the consciousness of Bhagavan, in Bhagavad Bhakti, through japa, we shall be really saved. So that is said. So I said there are 5 things, and among the japa, most important thing is mantra. What is the meaning of mantra? There are different meanings for mantra. First meaning of mantra is mananat trayate iti mantra. What is the first meaning of mantra? Mananat trayate. That which saves us. If you do the manana, if you contemplate, if you really do this japa with shraddha, this mantra has the power to protect us. Protect us from what? Protect us from ourselves. Protect us from others. Adi Deviga, Adi Baudiga, Adhyatmika Dukkhebhya Samrakshayati. This mantra has the power to protect us from all kinds of dangers, all kinds of worries, all kinds of dukkha, whether it is self-created. Most of the dukkha is self-created. Once our mind is not thinking about them, mind becomes calm, quiet, and then so self-created. So first one is so mananatu trayate, which protects us from all that, and mananatu trayate. Manana, by japa, this actually helps us to cross over the samsara. It actually blesses us with the parama anubhuti. So, mananatu trayate iti mantra. That's the first meaning. Second, they say, Shastra says, mojayanti cha samsarad yojayanti pare shive mananatrana dharmitvat tena mandrat iti smrita. Says, why mantra is mantra? Because mochayanti cha samsarat. Samsarat mochayanti. Mantra has the power to free us from samsara. All these illusory things, which binds us. Mantra has such a power. If we chant the mantra regularly, regularity and sincerity, there's 2 things. In mantra siddhi, these are the 2 things which is very, very important. Regularity. One day we'll do japa. So I'm very, so much of japa. Next day, today, I'm not in the mood. No. Regularity and sincerity. And when we do japa, let us be sincere. So, mananat mochayanti cha samsarat. Then, so, okay, release from samsara. Then what it will do? Yojayanti pare shive. It will take to the para Shiva, take us to the Supreme Lord. So, japa free us from all the bondages and take us to the Supreme Reality. Mananatrana dharmitvat tena mantra iti smrita. That's why mantras are known as mantras. Then, another meaning of mantra is manyate nyayate ishwaradeshaha iti mantra. What is the next meaning of mantra? Manyate. Manyate means what? Nyayate. Nyayate means that which help us to understand. What? Ishwara Adesha. What is the wish and will of the Lord? What is the heart of the Lord? What is the plan of the Lord? Bhagavan's what is Bhagavan's icha? What is Bhagavan's wish? How Bhagavan wants us to progress? Says, that one Ishwara Adesha. What is the order of Bhagavan? That is known through mantra. So, that's why Manyate Jnayate Ishwara. This mantra will help us to understand the supreme plan. See, we only know little bit. That's why we get worried. But mantra will help us to, mantras will help us to know the total plan. That's why mantra is known as mantra. Manyate jnayate ishwaradeshaha iti mantra. Now, third meaning of mantra. What is that? Mananat suswarupasya avabodhanat mantra. Mantra is that what? Help us to suswarupa avabodhanam. Mantra help us to know our own self. Now, what is our true self? What is our true nature? This is revealed through mantra. So mantra is very important. Mananate suswarupasya avabodhanat mantra. That's the meaning of mantra. Now, that's the fifth one. What is that? Mandriyante guptam sambhashyate iti mantra. Mantriyate guptam sambhashyate iti mantra. When Guru gives us a mantra or Ishta mantra, this Ishta mantra should not be shared with anyone, even with your wife or husband. This is a Gupta. This is most secret, most sacred. So the mantra which is given to us by our Guru, we should have the total, total dedication to that. We should cling to it. And we should not discard it. We should not disclose it to others. So that's one meaning of mantriyate guptam sambhashyate. One meaning. Another meaning is there. What is that? Guptam sambhashyate. When we started to do the japa, slowly, we started to listen. Bhagavan started to speak with us. Guptam sambhashyate. Bhagavan always starts to reveal the truth. So that's why mantra is known as mantra. So we have seen different meanings of mantra. Okay, mananat prayate, manyate jnayate, mananat suswarupasya avabodhanat, manyante guptam mantraha. No. How many mantras are there? They say, Shastra says, there are 7 crore mantras. Sapta koti mantra. There are sapta koti, 7 crores of mantras in this universe. Okay, and they come from 4 sources. First is known as Vaidika mantra. So each and every verse in Veda is known as mantra. We don't say shloka. Like Ramayana, Mahabharata, we call shlokas. But Vaidikas are not, we don't call them shlokas. They are all mantraha. So the source of mantra, the greatest source of mantra is Veda. So those mantras are known as Vaidika mantra. Now there is a second source. It's known as Pauranika mantra. Purana, like Bhagavata, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Itihasa Purana. In Itihasa Purana, Vishnu Purana, so many, Brahma Vaivartaka Purana, all of the Vishnu Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranama, this all comes from Puranas. So Puranas are also source of mantras. So they are known as Pauranika mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. No, this mantra, Maha mantra. We will see Bhagavata, Sri Narada is giving this mantra to Dhruva. So such mantras. So Puranas are the second source of mantras. Vaidika mantraha, Pauranika mantraha. The third source is known as Tantra. Tantra or Agama. There are Tantra Shastra, Agama Shastra is there. There are 64 Tantras and then, 108 many Tantras, Tantra Shastras are there. So in Tantra Shastra also, Agama Shastra also, there are thousands and lakhs and crores of mantras. So Tantra is also a source. Vaidika mantraha, Pauranika mantraha, Agamika, Tantrika mantraha. The fourth is known as the Siddha mantra or Apta mantra. There are Siddhas, Apta Purushaha, Apta Vachanam Pramanam. So Apta, there are realized masters. To that realized masters, many mantras are revealed by Bhagavan himself. So a realized master can give us mantras. So they are also Apta. Siddha, Siddha Purushas, realized masters, they are also source of mantras. So there are 4 types of mantras, or 4 source. From the source wise, there are 4 kinds of mantras: Vaidika mantra, Pauranika mantra, Siddha mantra, and Tantra mantra, or Agama mantra. And there are, the mantras are also, according to the usage, also the mantras are of 4 types. Which are they? First one is known as Laukika mantra. There are mantras which help us to gain different things in life. There are mantras for, to get a child. You know that there are mantras for to get a child. There are mantras to get wealth. There are mantras to get, different things, wealth and child and progeny, and then, there's Swayamvara mantra is there to get a good husband or a wife, and there are mantras for Dukkha Nashana. There are different, like Achyutananda Govinda, Namocharana Beshajat, Nashyanti Sakala Roga, Satyam Satyam. So, Roga Nashaka mantras, Trambakam. So there are mantras which can be used for the Laukika purpose. And also there are mantras known as Siddhidam. Siddhidam means what? That which gives us Siddhi. I want to become a great poet, or I want to become a great singer. I want to become a great dancer. For all these mantras are there. For different kinds of siddhis, or I want to become Anima, Laghima, Mahima, Gidima, all these Ashtasiddhis are there. I want to, mantras are there. So there are mantras known as Siddhida mantra. Those mantras which gives a siddhi on different fields. They're known as the siddhi. There is, there is also Vidya Gopala mantra, which gives us siddhi in Vidya. So many mantras are. Now, third type of mantras are known as Daivika mantra. What is Daivika mantra? Those mantras are not for any Laukika purpose or not for any Siddhi. They only want Bhakti. These mantras create Bhakti in our heart, and through Bhakti, we will have the, Darshana of Bhakti. Mantras, Narayanaya Namayannu Sadajavichal, Papam Kedum, Pashikedum, Yasanangal Tirum, Nabinunarchaverum, Etavum Antekale, Govinda Padakamalangal, Tiliyugana. So if you do Narayanaya Namanarayanaya Namanarayanaya, we can have Bhagavan's darsana. Of course, other things also happen, but mainly there are mantras which are Daivika mantras, which gives us Bhagavan himself. Deva himself, Bhagavan appears, we have the, experience of Bhagavan. And there are a 4th kind of mantra known as Turiya mantra. These mantras help us to go beyond. These mantras help us to go beyond all the limitation. We realize that Ahamasmi Brahmaham. So there are mantras like Om, Pranava mantra is there. Soham, Soham mantra is there. So such mantras are there which are not for, any kind of worldly pleasures or to gain any siddhis, not even to have any darshan of a particular devata. These mantras are meant to take us beyond all the names and forms and realize the supreme truth. So there are different kinds of mantras. Now, there are more things to be discussed. I think today we have already crossed the time limit. So we will continue the other aspects of the mantras in the next class. So if you have any questions, you may ask, and I will discuss it, and then we'll go to the next session by Brahmachari Sudhir Chaitanya. Are there any questions?
Swamiji, till now no one has asked one.
Nana?
Swamiji.
Okay. If there is any question, then we can.
I think it's there, Swamiji.
Is there any question?
No, Swamiji.
If you have any question, you can raise your hand and then or type your questions.
Yeah. Gangaji is asking some question.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. Swamiji, I could understand this Pauranika, Vaidika and Siddha, Swamiji. Tantrika, what is the source, Swamiji? Tantrika.
There are Tantra Shastra, like we have Puranas. There are different kinds of tantric books are there. Books are there where, which is mainly of the, of the field of Tantra. There are many Tantras are there. So in the Tantra Shastra also, there are different mantras. Mainly, many of the mantras which we use for pujas, etc., they actually come from Tantra Shastra.
Okay. So it is not like Ramayana, Mahabharata. We have not heard. That's why I was asking.
Yes. Such books are there. Many Tantras are there. Maybe more than Puranas, Tantra books are there. But it is not in the, the main field of people. They don't read everyone. That's why. Otherwise, there are lots of Tantra Shastras are there. So they prescribe the Bija Mantras and all those actually comes from the Tantric texts.
Okay.
Yes,
and in the Mantra Japa Sadhana, only for that Ishta Mantra, the heavy schedule we are getting time, all the 5 we have to do.
No. What I was trying to tell was, see, this is the, when we say, see, when we take up any sadhana, there are 2 kinds of sadhakas. Okay, one kind of sadhaka is we are using japa as a help for something else. So I am actually a practitioner of jnana, but I'm taking up japa so that japa makes me, a little calm and quiet. But there are people who take japa as their main sadhana.
Okay.
For such a person, this panja sadhana, panja types or 5 types of japa becomes, because he's not doing anything else. Understood? He's doing only this as that main japa. So this panja, this 5 aspects help him to progress very fast. So I was talking to a person who was really want to take up, okay, this is my sadhana, I want to do it, and I have some time. So for such a person, otherwise our Ishta Mantra is enough.
Okay. With heart we are chanting, that is okay, no, sir?
Yeah. That we will come in the next next class. We will discuss about how to do japa, where to do japa, and all that.
Thank you so much.
Hari Om Swamiji, one question is here.
Okay.
Home, someone is not well and can't perform daily japa. Is it fine if we do japa while doing course?
Or what?
Swamiji, at home, someone is not well.
Okay.
And can't perform daily japa. Is it fine if we do japa while doing daily chores, Swamiji? Daily duties, daily work.
Okay. We can do it. Actually, in next class, we are going to discuss about all that. Notice, so that next class we will again we'll discuss on this subject. I'm actually going to take that next class.
Okay. People, they want more people are there, Swamiji, to ask question.
Okay.
Okay, I will ask. Meeraji is there. Meeraji.
Okay.
Yes. Swamiji, I want to know 2 things. One is, can we do this japa while doing some other work, like if I'm doing my household work and all, will it be considered as japa only?
Amma, actually, I'm going to explain this aspect in the next class.
Achha.
So, say like, one is known as the, because you asked, I'm just entering into it. Next class, I will explain. See, 2 things are there. One is known as niyama, another is nitya. Niyama is where you sit down and then you do japa. Nitya is whenever we are doing everything, we are doing japa simultaneously. Okay, so what is the pros and cons and all that we'll discuss in next class.
Another thing I want to know, that is what we hear. There are so many people who do this tantric business for something bad of others. That is, they are maybe intending or wanting that something bad should happen to others. So is it true that such mantras exist? And do they come from the scriptures, or they have been just fabricated by somebody who was having wrong intentions?
In Amma's home, do you have knives with you?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So-
understand your example. I understand it, but I just want to know how they have come in existence. This kind
Because-
of mantras.
Because Amma, because like knives are needed, so knives are made. Okay. So now what you are using this knife for what purpose depends upon
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So like that,
Achha.
mantras are there. So how you are using the mantra is up to the adhikari. So the mantra itself is not good or bad, where you are
Achha.
using it like that.
Acha. Thank you. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
Hari Om, Hari Om.
Hari Om. Swamiji, Y.S. Reddy ji is here.
Oh,
Y.S. Reddy ji. Yeah.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Hari Om.
Swamiji, could you please explain little more on Kavacha Japa, one? And second thing, what is the Gayatri mantra of Ishta Devata? These two, could you please explain, Swamiji?
Yeah. So Kavacha is like, this is something we'll take. So for each Devata, whether it is Devi, whether it is Vishnu, whether it is Krishna, whether it is Rama, whether it is Shiva, our acharyas, our acharyas has given us a set of like stuti. Okay. So in this stuti, what we are asking is, oh, please protect. That is the, oh, the one, like one is, oh, please protect my head, please protect my, you might have heard about Rama Raksha Stotram. So have you heard about? So Rama Raksha Stotram is in a way, it's a Kavacha. Kavacha means a protection. Okay. So like that, for each Devata, this Kavacha Stotras are there, which are available. Okay. So when we are taking Japa Sadhana as my main sadhana, then Kavacha becomes a very helpful thing. It actually protects us from all kinds of negativities and negative emotions within and without. Okay. So that's why Kavacha did. So there are, I'm sure if you, internet itself will give you so much of Kavacha. And another thing is, so another second question was about the
Gayatri Devata.
That's also for each day. Like, oh, now if it is Vishnu is there, Narayana Vitmahe Vasudevaya no Vishnu Prachodayat. That is the Vishnu. Now if Shiva is my Ishtadeva, Tatpurushaya Vitmahe Mahadevaya no Rudra Prachodayat. No Katyayana Vitmahe Kanyakumari no Durgi Prachodayat. Like that, the Gayatri of each and every Devata is given to us mainly by Veda itself or some places from the Tantra. So these Gayatris are there. So the japa of that Gayatri also will help us to progress in our spiritual path.
Thank you.
Swamiji, Nita ji is there. Nita.
Is time up? Is time up?
Swamiji, this can be the last question. Swamiji.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Hari Om Swamiji.
Please,
Hari Om.
please. Please tell.
Yeah, Swamiji, I just wanted to ask you, is it okay to handle the japa mala before you take a bath? Like sometimes you wake up in the night and you just want to do the japa very early in the morning, you want to do it. Is it okay to handle the japa mala before you take a bath, or should it always be?
So there are two options, or what you call mata bheda in this. Okay. So generally, many of us, we keep two jvamalas with us. Many of, one is known as Karamala. It will be a small mala. We have 27 beads only. So that mala we use anytime, every time, wherever we go, whatever we do. Okay. And then we keep a japa mala separate with 108 beads. Okay. That we keep in. So there will be a sanji and all that, a bag will be there. We keep in that. That is, so in generally what they do is this japa mala, which is that 108, which is offered to Guru, etc., that we use when we sit for the niyama japa. Now, what is niyama japa, etc., I will explain to you. Generally, after taking bath, then when we sit for niyama japa, we use this. We use the what you call official japa mala, and all other times we use the paramala, the small mala. So we keep two malas. One mala for like night we are getting up, we want to just do japa, we do that. We want to go and sit somewhere and we do japa. So those all times we use this small japa mala, which is 27 beads japa mala. And for niyama, we use the original Japamala. Why it is so, etc., we will discuss in the next class.
Okay. So even like early in the morning, you could get up, you take a separate Japamala, and you can still do it before the bath.
That you can even keep in your pocket. Wherever you are going, you can do japa. But the sacred one, we keep it because, see, when we keep that Japamala separate, and then when we sit down, when niyama we take, so our mind also get little alert. Okay, now I'm going to do my niyama, so that it helps us. But if you take it the same mala everywhere, slowly that sanctity or that feeling of reverence goes away. That's why they say that you keep two malas, one for your niyama japa, another is for nitya japa. Wherever we are going, people, you see, they go on doing their rosary. That's also acceptable. But
or you can do with your fingers if you want.
Fingers also we can do. That's
okay.
better.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, the questions are there. I think that we will discuss on the next class if time is. Sudhir, if time, how much time we have?
So we cross time, Swamiji. We can conclude this with Shanti Mantram, Swamiji.
Okay.
Swamiji can do the Shanti Mantram, Swamiji. Usually, Swamiji, after this, we used to. Swamiji, can you hear me?
I cannot hear you. Clarity. Please tell me.
Swamiji, usually after this, we will show Puja Gurudev's one video, Swamiji. That's all. If you want to take some more time, Swamiji, you can take.
No, what I will do, let people, many people who is watching also may send the questions. So next class, we'll take more time for this question answers.
Yes.
So all of you, please feel free to, send questions if you have more on Japa Sadhana. So we'll take it and then we will discuss it. We'll give more time for that. Okay, I don't want you to miss Gurudev's video. Hari Om. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Take care. Best wishes.
Hari Om. Now we will watch Puja Gurudev's video, followed by Thotakashta. Mahesh, video, na?
Sense organs need not be controlled. Swamiji, you are the only modern Swami who has told me that sense organs need not be controlled. I am honestly telling you, sense organs need not be controlled. Swamiji, such a guru I was waiting. That is because you have not understood what I am talking. Sense organs need not be controlled. Why? God has created it well controlled. When I am looking at are coming and crawling over you, my eyes are well controlled. It is in the eye socket, isn't it? Sense organs are well controlled. What is not controlled is our mind leaks out through the sense organs. As I am a seeker. Before I was not, but seeker with my guru, and the guru said that control the Vishayas, the sense objects are dangerous, you should not look at them. Okay, as I am going along the road, I see a beautiful girl coming, voluptuously dressed, exposing everything that can be exposed. The moment I saw it, I turned my eyes elsewhere. Why? Controlling the sense organs. It's good. And you started walking. All the time your mind is saying that she's coming, she has come. Here she has crossed. Gone. Then you turn your face, isn't it? And you are thinking of, she's so beautiful, nice. I don't know, I should have looked at her, but then I never I have missed it. This thought goes on. Even you are home, and when you are meditating, what are you meditating? It's not the eyes. Your mind runs out through the eyes. Think. Therefore, what do you mean by controlling the sense organs? Turn your mind and attention to the higher. When you are playing cards, there may be a storm, there may be a rain, you don't know. At the end of it, you get up and say, oh, there was a terrible rain here. Yes, there was a storm also. The lightning and thunder. You never heard it. Why? Your mind was only in clubs, spades, hearts, diamonds. In case you don't control the sense organs, meaning your mind is leaking out through the sense organs, searching for pleasures of the world outside. Even though you know the goal, you are practicing honestly, but all your practices become null and void because your mind is extrovert. So the sense organs must be controlled.
Now we will chant Totakashtakam. Vidhita Shastra Sudha Jaladhe Mahitopanishad Kadhitardhanite Hridaye Kalaye Vimalam Charanam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Karuna Varunalaya Palaya Mam Bhava Sagara Dukkha Viduna Hridam Rachaya Darshana Tattvavidam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Bhavata Janata Suhita Bhavita Nijabodha Vicharana Charumate Kalayeshwara Jiva Viveka Vidam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Bhavayeva Bhavaniti Me Nitaram Samajayata Chetasi Kautukita Mama Varaya Moha Mahajaladhim Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Sukrute Dhikrute Bahudha Bhavato Bhavita Samadarshana Lalasata Adidinamimam Paripalayamam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Jagati Mavitum Kalita Kritayo Vicharandi Maha Mahasachalataha Ahimam Shurivatra Vibhasi Guru Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Guru Pungava Pungava Ketanate समतामयतां नहि कोऽपि सुधी शरणागतवत्सलतत्त्वनिधे भव शङ्कर देशिक मे शरणम् भव शङ्कर देशिक मे शरणम् विदितानमया विशदैककला न च किञ्चन काञ्चनमस्ति गुरो द्रुतमेव विदेहि कृपां सहजां भव शङ्कर देशिक मे शरणम् भव शङ्कर देशिक मे शरणम् ॐ पूर्णमतः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ हरि ओम everyone. We will meet next month, and like Swamiji was telling, you can send us the questions and Swamiji will be answering that. And to the home study course, you can send your doubts and queries.